Good morning, everyone. Here's another episode of AM Daily Crypto. So, I go back and I listen sometimes to my videos, and I'm noticing that the volume on this thing sucks. So, if you are a YouTuber, please drop a comment on what mic you use that sounds decent. With that, guys, we had a lot going on yesterday, Monday. As you can see, crypto mixing service Tornado Cash blacklisted by US Treasury, and I have some other articles to read. It's going to be 10 minutes, 15 max. So let's get started, guys. So this is from CoinDesk, and obviously it was trending yesterday on Twitter. And if you are in crypto, you know Twitter is the place to be. So this was trending yesterday, Tornado Cash. I also read an article where the guy that created Tornado Cash had his GitHub suspended because Tornado Cash is a open source project. So it's kind of sad seeing that the Treasury Department is coming in and pretty much sanctioning this. What a mixing service does is you put in crypto, you can change it to another crypto, and if you're really, really smart and technical, you can figure out where that has come from. It's just interesting that they say North Korean hackers, this, that, and the other. Well, fiat can do the same thing. Fiat is really not traceable, but they're acting like crypto is like horrible because of all these hackers and money laundering and whatever. You can do the same thing with fiat. It's just another way to try to gain control. The Treasury Department has banned all Americans from using decentralized crypto mixing service Tornado Cash. The Office of Foreign Asset Control, or OFAC, a watchdog agency tasked with preventing sanction violations, on Monday added Tornado Cash to its specially designated nationals list, a running tally of blacklisted people, entities, and cryptocurrency addresses. As a result, all U.S. persons and entities are prohibited from interacting with Tornado Cash or any of the Ethereum wallet addresses tied to the protocol. Those who do may face criminal penalties. Tornado Cash has been a key tool for the Lazarus Group, a North Korean hacking group tied to the $625 million March hack of Axie Infinity's Ronin network, according to the Treasury Department. Blockchain analysis showed that tens of millions of dollars worth of crypto stolen from Ronin flowed through Tornado Cash, which is designed to obfuscate the source of funds. OFAC previously sanctioned Blender.io and another mixing service that the Treasury Department alleged was used to launder proceeds from ransomware attacks, as well as about $20.5 million in crypto stolen from Ronin. Quote, Tornado Cash has been the go-to mixer for cyber criminals looking to launder the proceeds of crime, as well as helping to enable hackers, including those currently under U.S. sanctions, to launder the proceeds of their cybercrimes by covering up the origin and transfer of the illicit virtual currency, a senior department official said. Quote, since its creation back in 2019, Tornado Cash has reportedly laundered more than $7 billion worth of virtual currency, end quote. Ari Redford, head of legal government affairs at analytics firm CRM Labs, told CoinDesk that the move is the Treasury Department's, quote, largest, most impactful action, end quote, in crypto to date. The Ronin hackers have repeatedly laundered Ronin proceeds through Tornado Cash, according to on-chain data analysis. Even after OFAC sanctioned an Ethereum address tied to the Lazarus group, it allegedly was related to the hack. According to data from the blockchain analytics firm Nason, either ETH deposits on Tornado Cash spiked after Ronin was hacked earlier this year. The average amount of ETH deposited on Tornado Cash eclipsed 220,000 in May and June 2022, according to Nason. The total was worth $220 billion to $660 billion during that range, data from CoinGecko shows. Overall, some 18% of the total amount of ETH flowing through Tornado Cash in recent months, 167,400 ETH came from Ronin hack, according to Nason. Proceeds from other hacks have also traveled through Tornado Cash, according to blockchain analysis groups like Elliptic. Roughly 4,600 ETH, worth around $15 million at the time, stolen from crypto exchange Crypto.com, was launched through the mixing service earlier this year. Proceeds from the $100 million hack of the Harmony Bridge were laundered through Tornado Cash, and even proceeds from this month's $200 million hack of the National Bridge moved through the service. Pretty interesting. I think it's just like another way for the government to watch what we are doing. I think that it all has to do with just the government wanting to step in. Of course, they don't want a CBDC, and my opinion is I don't think they're ever going to make a CBDC, because then it's transparent, right? So you're gonna have to, like, the public will be able to go on the blockchain and see what all these people are using their CBDC for. So could it happen? Yes. Do I think it's gonna happen? Maybe. I doubt it, but I could be wrong. That's why we say do your own research. This all ties into government wanting to look at stuff. They're trying to make crypto look bad, like, hey, all these bad people use this and crypto's not good, and you could lose your crypto. And so I think it's just one of those things that they're wanting to make it look bad for those that are not in crypto specifically. So adoption doesn't happen, because people are going to be like, well, I don't want to lose money. But it also comes into everyday people wanting to use Tornado Cash to change, and it's just, I don't know. I think it's just a way of government trying to step in and really ruin cryptocurrency by just sanctioning everybody from using Tornado Cash, and then they go in and take the GitHub down because it's an open source project. It's just one of those things that's like, really? Now we're getting kind of crazy up in here. That is my little rooster. So we bought little silkies, so they're like really fluffy, and they were supposed to all be hens, and then about a week ago that guy started crowing, and he's got a top knot and I call it a gobble down below. So yeah, he started crowing, so they're just now big enough to go outside. So we're working on getting them outside, but if you hear him crowing, that's what it is. He kind of sounds like he's dying, but it is a lot better than what it was about a week ago. So he is getting better, but that is my alarm. So it's pretty funny when he crows. But yeah, he will be going outside here shortly. because we just got another cage because they can't go in with my other chickens because they will fight. And I have a rooster out there, and so 2 roosters can't be together. But we hatched 3 of the eggs. We just left 3 eggs and they got hatched, and one of them happens to be a rooster, so now I have 3 roosters. So if you're looking for a rooster and you're in California, let me know because I have 3. But anyway, just as a side note, there he goes, he's crying again. So let's move on to national security. Redboard said that the sanctioning of Blender.io, which is smaller than Tornado Cash, could be seen as a preview of Monday's action, where OFAC may have hinted that entities allegedly laundering for criminals or such nations as North Korea may be in danger of violating sanctions. Quote, when you talk about North Korea in particular, Tornado Cash has been the go-to mixing service, Redboard said. What OFAC is saying is these hacks are more than hacks. They're serious national security risks. It's not just money laundering, it's money laundering that is going to be used for weapons, pro-life or tin. What makes the new sanction interesting is that Tornado Cash also has a significant amount of value that flows through it but not associated with any illicit activities. Adding the mixer to the sanctions means all U.S. persons are responsible for ensuring they do not interact with crypto transactions through the service. Quote, I think what we're seeing here from the Treasury is, quote, if you are going to allow a lot of illicit activity, we are going to go after you, even though there's a lot of legitimate activity, Redboard said. Indeed, the U.S. government has spent years warning that crypto mixers may be illegal or aid in illegal activity. Earlier this year, Alessio Evangelista, former Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, or FinCEN, Associate Director for Law Enforcement, told the industry that crypto service providers should be proactive in blocking transactions from problematic wallets rather than wait for an OFAC designation. Sanctions may not halt Tornado Cash itself from operating. Co-founder Roman Semenov previously told CoinDesk the privacy service was designed to operate without centralized control. While he and his team write and publish code, a decentralized autonomous organization, or DAO, has to approve any changes before they are made. Quote, the protocol was specifically designed this way to be unstoppable because it wouldn't make much sense if some third party, such as a developer, would have control over it. This would be the same if someone had control over Bitcoin or Ethereum, he told CoinDesk at the time. The developers went so far as to make open source its entire user face, allowing anyone to weigh in on the code or the mixer's design. Depositing funds into Tornado Cash places them into a pool of other users' tokens. From here, users can withdraw their funds to another address while concealing where they came from originally. Tornado Cash says it is non-custodial, meaning users maintain complete control of their funds at all times, even if those funds are technically in one of Tornado's pools. Semenov previously told Bloomberg News that it would be technically impossible for sanctions to be applied to protocols like Tornado. The senior Treasury Department official said during a press call that the agency would continue monitoring mixers and could take further action if Tornado Cash continues as is. Quote, since we sanctioned virtual currency mixer Blender.io, we have not seen evidence to suggest that it has remained active post that designation. The official said, quote, we do believe that this action will send a really critical message to the private sector about the risks associated with mixers writ large, which obviously is designed to inhibit Tornado Cash or any sort of reconstituted versions of it to continue to operate. In Monday's action, OFAC sanctioned Tornado's Cash donation address, proxy address, a Gitcoin grants address, and several others, including a few USDC addresses. More than 40 addresses in total were put on the sanction list. Circle blacklisted the sanctioned Tornado address, freezing over $75,000 worth of USDC later Monday. Tornado's Cash's GitHub and website went offline as well. Tornado Cash developer Roman Simonoff GitHub was suspended, which I talked about earlier in this. So yeah, guys, it looks like US is coming for us hard. Just beware, guys. Keep your stuff off of exchanges, keep your NFTs off of exchanges, and just make sure that you are safe in this bear market. Don't click links, because everybody is wanting your crypto, especially in this macroeconomic situation. But anyway, so that is that. We went a little over 16 minutes. So if you like this content, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell on Twitter, or on YouTube. We're on Twitter, we're on Discord. My personal Twitter is at CryptoLissa. Of course, guys, we have a website, amdailycrypto.com. You can become a part of it. We do write blog posts. We've got a merchandise shop. So if you're interested, there is that. If not, guys, have a great day. It's Tuesday, and good morning from my rooster in the living room.